getting a bit ridiculous with Trump Gaza. I mean, it's a genocide, right? Should we call it what it is? Why is he putting his name on it? Trump, the man of peace. You know, the conservatives guy, the Christian man. He wants Trump Gaza, #1. He wants his hotels, his casinos, real estate, money, cha-ching, cha-ching. Well, half of the deaths from the genocide of Gaza are children. How many have been murdered? What percentage? See, Gaza, from my understanding, is like an open-air prison in a big way where they can't escape. They have this little strip, this little strip that was their prison. So you're essentially dropping bombs on a prison and killing everybody inside that have nowhere to run. It's pretty sick, pretty disgusting. Imagine if Biden was doing this. If it was a Biden, that the caricature, the character of the brain dead Biden, you know, that actor instead of that one, Trump. See, it's theater, paradigm politics, and so many people are so dumbed down and brainwashed, right, in our world today, through decades of programming, through school, media, TV. Just recently, we all starting to get that wake-up pill because of doing our own research or whatever. Internet can kind of help us to see that at least we know the TV is lying. There's probably a lot of other lies you got to discern through. Who knows the truth about anything unless you truly have been there and experienced it yourself? You can't say for certain whether space is real or fake. Have you been there? Is the earth flat or round? Do you really know? Have you zoomed out? Have you flown out and looked at it? I'm leaning more towards earth is round. But who knows, man? And it's cool. I like that. But I like what I do know is that this is a very spiritual battle, in that our spirit is under attack through our physical health, fluoride and all the poison in the food on purpose, and our poisoned planet on purpose, but also the psychology, because when you're weak in your body and your mind, well, then you're easily susceptible to being manipulated with words. So people buy into it and they don't think twice because they already forgot. Wait a minute, we're just onto something about the politicians that are all actors lying to us to pacify. Well, see, since Trump is the guy, that's the guy. He's the one that everyone's gonna go rah, rah, rah. He's backing our ideals. We stand for morals and values and integrity again. Yet he's bombing children. Guys, can we draw back and stop killing the whole world and just mind our own business now? And stop spending tax money, taxpayer money, to give away by the trillions? In taxes, smarter people than me have said, is that, and this is a big one, taxes, they don't need your money, man. Taxes is just to keep us down. If they can tax you enough, it takes half your wealth always. And if you're just poor to begin with, well then shit. And if you're coming up in life, it takes you twice as long. So you have this whole battle to even compete with and get on that level with these people who already have gained that control. And they design it that way so that the ones that end up reaching that height, by the point they get there, they're either compromised or they sold their soul already, or they're easy to identify. Trump Gaza. Let's continue the genocide, right? Wake up to the fact that none of these politicians, they're going to lie to you and scry to you and tell you what you want to hear to put it off to the last minute the revolution and the world war. They're just buying themselves another day. We're already in the big war. They're just not going to tell you. Because it hasn't gone truly hot yet, where like big bombs, nuke bombs started dropping, and our mainland is under big attack. Though there have been these attacks on our infrastructure, burning things to the ground, all the eggs that are, chickens that are being killed for fake viruses that don't exist. It's just as part of the agenda to kill our food. Is this communist China at work? Hey, we don't got to attack them overtly with bombs and troops. We can just play the methodical, covert war tactics and pick them apart from the inside out like the frog in the pot. By the time you notice it, you're already done. It's too late. You can't get it back. It takes years. You kill everything off and burn everything to the ground. It takes years to rebuild. Only takes a month for everybody to die. Out here in the sticks, so all my neighbors pretty much are conservatives, but say I was in an inner city where my next door neighbor was a pink-haired transgender liberal. I mean, we're going to be at odds in our beliefs quite drastically because it's been made in a big way a thing. Not because I want to have a conflict with that person. They can do whatever they want to do. Just leave the kids alone and don't try to tell me about it. Other than that, do what you want to do, man. Let's just go about our days, and probably should social distance from those people a little bit because likely they're shedding. But that's a whole nother thing. Just be careful. Don't touch them and just let them do their thing. But the TV has us fighting each other, and they put that up as that is the left. And then they put conservative, Christian, moral, family-oriented types that see all of those traditional values as the way that it should be. And then that's your right. You get those two and you just fight and make them fight. You pin those two against each other and make them fight each other, while you, that puppeteer, take complete control over the entire scenario. And see, that's where they can place you in a paradigm. And then once they got you locked in one, whether it's politics or religion, pick it. Once they got you locked in one of them, they know that they can manipulate you psychologically to go along with what is the ultimate agenda, which is to get you injected, sterilized perhaps, but more so injected and going along with the transhuman agenda, which is an extermination agenda, and this whole new revolution into the singularity and AI that this whole route is taking. That is the big plan, that unsaid plan. Put things in your body, this last frontier. We as human beings have explored. We have dominion over domains that we can touch, hear, see, all around us, except for what evil men want the most is for themselves to achieve immortality, but also to get inside the body and mind of every other sovereign being that lives with blood flowing in your veins and a damn heartbeat and breath in your lungs. They want inside your lungs, because that's the frontier, the domain that's still untapped if you keep it untapped. Protect your integrity, your lineage, your family, your genetics. This isn't complicated, but it is complicated when you've been fluoridated and manipulated for decades. See, to break out of that spell, you got to get back to the land, get away from, in a big way, a lot of the frequencies, though I'm holding one in my hand. Think clear again.